Why is it that Coval is so excited about voice agents in particular?
Yeah, well, the reason we started with voice agents is because on one hand, compared to self-driving agents or web agents or all of these more complex agents, voice is a really great medium where you have one person talking to another. It's a little bit more constrained, and so we're able to develop these more advanced metrics and these workflows. And we've also seen voice agents just taking off at a exploding in a way that no other agent was at least 6 months ago. And so that's a great place to start is just when you have an exploding space and it's building on top of existing infrastructure. Like companies are used to having call centers, they're used to having phone trees. And so taking that one step further to having an automated voice agent that's even smarter than they were before is a much easier step than going from, you know, a someone who's spending their all day every day thinking about a problem and saying now an agent is going to handle this. But I think beyond just the practical reasons why voice is really interesting, I think people are underestimating how exciting voice is as a space because we're not just replacing all of these phone calls that you would make otherwise back and forth. But I think there are several other really exciting things about voice, which is now you have this universal API between any two businesses or establishments. You have essentially a natural language API where you can say, these are all the things that my agent knows about my company and wants to reveal about my company. So either via text or via voice, I can call you and ask about claims data. I can call and ask about appointment availability or opening hours or all sorts of other data. And then conversely, it doesn't matter if the other party either has a traditional phone and so likely wouldn't have an API, or they also have their own agents. And so now you have this very flexible agent interaction where these two systems can talk to each other without any sort of maintenance. And then I think also there's going to be so many new types um, of voice experiences that I think come out in the same way that I think Steve Jobs talks about this in a talk that I just watched, where he says that when they first had TV, they just put a camera at plays and then put it on TV. And in the same way with computers, they just put essentially static pages on the web and then discovered all of these interactive capabilities. And with mobile, they had like a website on a phone, but then they evolved all these mobile native applications. And I think voice is the first big platform since mobile that where every company is going to be expected to have a voice agent or a chat agent. And that chat and voice agents are going to be expected to have a lot more capability. You'll be able to do anything like all these natural experiences. And so, what does that look like beyond just what I would call a business for? But when I'm in a website and something is pretty verbose to type out, maybe it's better to explain that. And then I go in and enter, a bunch of numbers into a form, which are super annoying to say out over the phone. Or are there ways where you can interact with web applications more seamlessly via voice because you're driving around as a delivery driver, or you're a policeman, or you're a truck driver where you often are on your computer, but then when you get back to your computer, you're able to go through all of your orders in the web browser. So I think that we're just on the cusp of figuring out the role of these really advanced voice agents, and that's really exciting. Of like what new experiences can we create with this new medium?